So wonderful to have you today. I am so excited. I love, love, love to show things that I collect. Um, and like Rachel, there's some glass things that are pretty special to me, or one glass thing that's very special to me that I have a really good story about. Um, First off, I just want to show you I lived in Texas for a little while. So anyone that knows Texas, Texas ladies usually always have a James Avery jewelry piece of some kind. This is my favorite ring ever. I love birds, and when I was planning for this show, I went through everything that I had, and I was like, oh my, I really am a bird collector. And I was trying to determine why did I start liking birds so much. Um, and I thought back to the very first time that I ever got a bird, and this is it. This was a gift to me. I was a special needs teacher in Louisiana, and there was a day that I was very pregnant. It was the end of my pregnancy. I had no more leave time before I was going out on maternity leave. And I was also talking about this today. I was also thinking of a friend that's going through a sad time right now. My dog was doing really bad, and I struggled to go into school when my husband took the dog to the vets that day. And I was very sad at school. And the little boy said, "What's wrong, Miss Alford?" And I said, there's just some times in life that you just try to do the best you can, and there's just things that are really sad. I said, but I'm your teacher, and everybody has sad days, so we are going to have a wonderful day today. The next day, the little boy brought me this. And, I knew nothing about Murano glass. I just thought, wow, that is beautiful. And I said, oh, thank you. That's beautiful. I sat them down on the, table with special needs elementary school kids. They're so busy. We just went about our day. At the end of the day, I looked at it and I went, did he get that from his parents? Did he bring it from home? And it's not really a gift for me. And I called his mother, and his mother said, he came home and he didn't like his teacher ever being sad that he spent his allowance and he bought that for you. So at the time, like I was saying, I knew nothing about Murano glass, and I offered them to take it back because I didn't feel right taking a gift from a student. And he insisted I keep it. The mother insisted that I keep it. Many years later, I found out what I actually had. And this is something that I have that will never sell. I will never sell it. And it's been amazing because I have taken this from Louisiana to Texas and back to North Carolina, and it's all still in one piece. So this is like one of my most valuable collector things that I have. So I think that's kind of where the bird thing kicked in, was this piece right here. Um, another some other little bird things that I have. This is just a random sparkly little bird brooch that I found online. Just so cute. I just can't get rid of it. All of us have things that you find and you're like, oh, I'm going to sell that. And then you get it out, you take pictures of it, and then you take it, you go and you put it in your box and you say, nope, not selling that one today. The next one that I have is this Joan Rivers, and I love this brooch. It is so pretty, this little Joan Rivers brooch. So this is another one of the little birds that I have that I'm like, nope, can't get rid of that one. And then my last one that I want to talk about. Now, this was amazing find right here. I had a lot from Goodwill, and there was a whole bunch of random things. He was probably worth, for cost of goods when I figured out everything, maybe 50 cents. And when I looked at the back, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but it says A and S. Does anybody know who this is? Who the designer is for this one? This is one you need to look out for, this designer. It's Otwood and Sawyer. Otwood started his company, I think it was around the 50s in England. Sawyer was his private or silent partner. They ended up making reproductions of jewelry for, like in Dallas, the show Dallas back in the day. They also made jewelry in Dynasty. So all the flashy, sparkly stuff you saw in those shows way back then were by this designer. I was so excited about this bird. He's just so well made that I found the Facebook group for it. And when I went on Facebook, the ladies for this group are pretty amazing. They were actual women that worked for the company that actually pasted in the little stones on these birds and also soldered the birds to make them. They would solder the body, then the head, then the tail, the wings, then they would send it off, and some other company would put on the gold tone coating. Um, so, very, it's amazing. But if you look up that company and look up some of their jewelry and what it's reselling for, this bird, I saw him listed one time for $150 and he sold. Sometimes I see some with the green body and they sell for about 50. So this is another one that at first I went, wow, I could really make some money off of this bird. And I said, nope, can't sell them. So that's another one that I'm keeping. So those are different things that I just, you know, started off all of the bird holding on to um, and wanting to collect birds. So I have some bird pieces that I am going to get rid of today because I have got to let some of these birds fly. So I'm going to start showing some of these. Thank you so much, everybody. Let me look here, and we're going to show you this one. It actually has a stone in the middle. Is Unikite. So they have kind of a little controversy on Unikite. Some of these stone makers say, oh, Unikite is just Unikite. Other ones say it's Unikite Jasper. So it is like a Jasper, but then they're always back and forth. But it is an actual stone. And in my pictures on this item, I also got the little stone or gem testing app where you could take a picture of it too to also confirm. And then my Presidium did show that it was a stone and kind of in that range too. So this bird, he's just so cute. This is the back. And then he comes with this cord necklace. So I'm going to go ahead and run him. We're starting him at 10. And then his eyes, the little eyes there are made of glass. And then there's lots of texture for his wings and around his eyes. And also a lot of texture right here in his tail. Thank you, Maria. And then the branch is very detailed also. It's a really, really cute owl. Okay, great. Maria, you're getting that one. We're going to send that out to you. Okay. And then another one that I have, and I also have some items that are in my little market here today that are some of the Sarah Coventry pieces that I had that I've decreased the price on, that I'm also doing bid now on or buy now on those. Hi, Grisella. How are you today? Okay, so let's see here. So the next one that I'm going to show, I have a little robin. And I'm starting the auction for him. Oops. Yes. Okay, so that's started. So these are little glass rhinestones, nice green enamel. Here's a nice orange enamel. Now it does, and I'm still trying to figure out when something is kind of like a poured glass, because when I do put the presidium on it, this area does show glass, but I'm not quite sure if it's because of the, reading, because there's metal underneath the enamel is why it is doing that, or if it actually is glass on top of the metal. Okay, thank you so much for looking at that one. Okay, I'm going to show this little keychain. It has two swans, and they have little glass eyes and the shape of a heart. Now, this one, there's a little red mark right here on this side. On the other side, looks like this. And I'm going to start that auction for 5. They're very textured in detail. It's a pretty heavy piece, too, for how small the little swans are. I haven't tried yet to see if I can get that little red spot off. Okay, thank you so much for looking at that one. Okay, now we're going to go to one of these glass items that I have in the back. An oldie and a goodie. Um, all of my items today, the shipping is $4 for the first piece and 50 cents for each additional piece. The only two that are a little more is this one, this glass bird, and then my other glass bird, just because I want to make sure that I have really good packaging and wrapping for it since they're glass. So this bird right here, he is Avon, and I'm going to go ahead and start that one. I'm going to start him at 8. And he's also textured. This is one of the perfume bottles for Avon. Here's the bottom. Let's see if you can see it. And it was called Bird Song Unforgettable Cologne. So you could always put some more perfume or whatever you wanted in it as well. So thank you for let me show you that one. Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to show you that I collect, I really love these Fleur de Lis Coro Pegasus lockets. Now these are really neat because when you flip the little part here, this is how they open up. So the first time I ever saw one of these, I thought it was the neatest thing. And then when I got it, I saw it had a lady in it and a girl, and this will be one day my daughter's. So this one is really neat. She was born in New Orleans, so it all goes with her being born in New Orleans. But these are really, if you find these, you should definitely pick them up because they can be worth $70 to $100. So definitely as a reseller. And then this is the back of that one. And then here's the other one that I have. And this one has, I think they're faux pearls in the back. And this one does the same thing. Let me see. And that one opens up. And that one had a lady and a man in it. And my son, because my daughter is going to get one, he wanted this one. So this one is for my son. And then another one, I thought it was a locket, but it's not a locket. But isn't that beautiful? So I have that one too that I'm collecting. And then today, one that I'm going to sell, it is the name of the person that made it. It on the back, it's Fearreach. This one is French, and they made beads for Chanel and also some buttons for Chanel. Um, they started putting the name on it around 1964, and this is this one. And it has the man and woman painting. They did do Victorian revival type of pins. There's where it's signed on the back. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove this one to stage. And that one. Okay, we're going to start the auction on that one. I'm asking $15 for this one. This is a French designer. And then this is the way it looks this way. Thank you, Annette, for your bid. And let me see, I'm trying to get a good picture of the couple, but it's really detailed. Okay, thank you so much, Annette. I think you're really going to like that. It's really beautiful, and I forgot to show you that it is a locket. Let's see. Let me get it open. All right, it's easy to open. My fingers are just shaky. So there. Thank you so much. Okay, and then there's another really neat piece that I found when I was traveling to Vietnam. And this one was by an Italian designer. It's also a bird. And here it is. It's like maybe a loon. It has all of the little stones here. And these are square. These two are square. The only problem is right in here. This enamel is coming off. I almost think if you just scratched off the enamel on this section, since the stone is here and here, that it would still really look pretty as a brooch. Then on the back, There's the signature, and it's Vogue, and it's Bichot, which is Biux. And another neat thing, it does have the little trumpet pin lock right there. That works well. So I'm going to go ahead and start that one for 10. Hello, McGarry. Hi, Mira. I have this lovely treasure that I found in Vietnam. It's Italian made Vogue Bichot. Okay, thank you so much for looking at that one. All right. So the next thing I'm going to show you are these little owls. These cute little owls are faux turquoise, dangle earrings, and I'm starting those at 5. And they have little glass rhinestone eyes. And this is the back. That's what the back looks like on them. Okay, thank you for looking at those. Okay, the next one I have, there's the 4 brooches here. This one, I think it may be celluloid painted. This brooch, Monet. This one is really pretty. I haven't seen one like this one before. It's a purple enamel. It's going to have some little rhinestones there. Also, this larger rhinestone here. And then there's the back. It's not signed. And then I had this one here. Okay, so for this one, I'm running it where you can pick any of these any of them, and I'm going to start it at 5. So whichever one you like the best, you'll be able to get it. Oh, thank you. Oh, and I'm sorry, it was 6. Annette, thank you. Okay. Okay, and Annette, which one would you like? Okay, yes, the Hummer is very, very cute. Congratulations, that's a great one. Okay, that's coming to you. Thank you so much. Okay, and I have this other little brooch. It's very sparkly, round. I was trying to read the back of it, and it is really hard to read what it says, but it is signed. I think it says Glam, but I am not positive. Here it is. I'm starting this one at 10. It's really detailed. It has rhinestones all the way around. None of them are missing. Has the two flamingos, a sunset, the ocean, a palm tree. And we're starting that auction now. And then this is the back. The pin is slightly bent there. And then there is the writing on the back, but it's very, very hard to see. Okay, thank you for looking at that one. Okay, the next one I have, let's see, this one. This one is made from a ceramic pottery company. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get. And what I could read on the back is L. Lemire Art Pottery is glazed ceramic rooster head pendant necklace. And I'm going to start that one at 5. But it's a unique piece. I tried to look for this company online and I couldn't quite find it. I saw a couple ladies that their names were with this, and then it seemed like around the pandemic when it started, that was the last thing I really saw with this name on it. Okay, thank you so much for looking at that. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do, I want to show you this beautiful set that I found. And this is another part of my collection. I have been wanting to find this designer, and I was really happy to be able to find a 3-piece set. Can anybody guess who that is? Who do you think designed this beautiful bracelet? No, I wish. I wish it was Haskell. Let me show you the second piece of it. Here's the brooch. Yes, yep, you're right, Rachel. It is Weiss. So here's the brooch. It's like perfect condition, and it says Weiss there on the back of the brooch. And then here are the clip-on earrings. So I felt really lucky to come across this. I'm pretty sure that is milk glass, AB rhinestones, clip-on. I mean, it's everything you want in a Weiss piece. So this is something I was going to sell, and I said, nope. I just can't. Maybe one day, but it was not the day that I could do it yet. So I still have that. So I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I found, let me see, where's the other? Here it is. And this was interesting because I had already had this brooch at home, and it has no maker on the back. And I'm still doing research on this one because it's so smooth and it looks so much like the other Weiss piece. So I'm really curious to try to find out if this one could also be a Weiss piece, because the the stones just dazzle. They have the different shapes. The prongs are exactly the same types of prongs that are on my other piece. So it so looks like a maybe a Weiss piece. So I'm doing a little more research on that to check and see. Now another thing I have some. I'm going to pull up some of these just to see if anyone is interested in the pieces that I decreased the price on that were Sarah Coventry. This one, let's see if it will do it. I'm wondering how it, let me see, available. So I'm not quite sure when you're doing it as a buy it now. I guess you just go into the market, and if anyone is interested in this, this is $5 for right now. It's in really good shape. Then you can go into my market if anyone is interested in that. And that's a Sarah Coventry. I know definitely for sure the earrings are in a book. It looked like from some black and white pictures I saw of some other book pages that it looked like the brooch may be in a Sarah Coventry book too. But that's a really pretty piece. So that's one that if anybody's interested, you can get that in my market for $5 today. And then here's the other one, which I know a lot of people see this one. And this one is the seagull. And this one has Canada on the back. So that one is also in my market today. I think I have that one for $5. Also, I have this one that I decreased to 22. So that one is also in the market. Yeah, this one is beautiful. And it looks like you can even wear it as a necklace and use it as a pendant, not just the brooch. So that is in my market too. And then I think I had decreased this to 25. This is a BSK, huge. Um, it's in the market, but in the Lily Works market. But I wanted to make sure everybody got to see it because the pictures just don't do it justice. This is just amazing. And then right here, I looked. I thought there might be a missing stone, but all the stones look like they're in there. So I'm not. I think it's this gold coloring is not in that spot is why it's there, but the stones were all in place. So that's that one. Okay. So those are some if you're interested in any of those. Um, I have also, which I'll pull this one up and bring it to stage. This is one that I recently put on there. It's made of wood. I really wonder if it's like a Native American piece because of the design. So I'm going to start this one today at 5. 15, sorry, 15. Thank you, Rachel. So here's the detail, more detail, how he looks this way. And then his little eye. And then the back. And unfortunately, it's not signed. That's too bad because it is really nice. Thank you for looking at that one. Okay. And then I have one more wooden piece. And this one is signed. It's a nice swan. Hand carved. Just a beautiful job. And it was signed right here. It was done in 1974. Um, and what I could read on this, it looks like it was Slim Brineski. And I'm going to start that auction at 15. And we have our other nice wood carver in our community that makes beautiful birds, or used to make them. Okay, thank you for looking at that one. I'm going to go. Okay, and then here for the next thing, three. Have this lovely brooch. Like a little starburst. The sides are really pokey. Here's the back. Okay, thank you. All right. Next, I'm going to show the iridescent swan. And I'm not sure if I froze because, do y'all still hear me? Can everybody hear me still? Hello, can anybody hear me? Oh, okay, good. All right, Mel. Thank you. All right. So this is a little candle holder. It's an iridescent swan. And I'm starting him at 10. Start the auction. So here's how it looks on the bottom. Then going up the side and his face. There's his eye. Okay, thank you everybody for looking at that one. All right. Let's see, we're going to look at this one. This one is the Showstopper for tonight. This is my wow brooch. It looks like a flower on the front. AB rhinestones. Quartz looking, smoky looking stones. They're glass. What was neat was this was really unusual the way this stone is. It's just an unusual shape. Here's the back. Needs a little cleaning right in here. And I'm running that one for 25. Starting the auction. This is how it looks this way. Like that. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's so pretty. Yeah, and the colors there, it's kind of different for the colors. Okay, thank you so much for looking at that one. That is really a pretty one. All right, I want to show you another piece that's in my collection. Um, this one I was out thrifting one day, and I found this girl of the 80s. Of course, loved, loved, loved this. This is Anne Klein. Has a little ball. Has the hang tag with the little lion. Oh, right there. And this is the back. Ooh, just super well made. They used to really make things so well. When I do the scratch test on it, it does show gold, which that was amazing. So anyway, this is a keeper, but I wanted to show you. Don't ever, dismiss Anne Klein necklaces because they can really be something. And then I have one more that I'm hearing is really becoming very popular. And people, if you get the right ones and the older ones, they're becoming very valuable. Does anybody know who made this? Can anybody guess? Oh, good. Okay, good. Yep, J. Crew, exactly. I mean, it is beautiful. And then also, happy to say that it glows, glows, glows like crazy. So that one is very nice and is another one that I just can't quite get rid of yet. Okay, let's see. The next thing that I'm going to show is I have a bag of birds that are good for crafting. So I have all of these excess birds here. I have this. Bird. He does have some tarnish on the back and the chain. And then this bird right here. All of these come together in a little small crafter's lot. And I'm going to pull that one up for anybody who might be interested in crafting with that one. Here it is. Okay, we're starting that auction for this tray. All right, thank you. Thank you for that bid. There's lots of good pieces in here. So if you like birds, you want to make something, put little birds on it, you maybe repurpose, make jewelry, other pieces of jewelry out of it. Put it on, oops, sorry, not these. Put it on pictures. So all of these birds right here and those two necklaces come in that. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Meowie, for that bid. We'll be sending those over to you. Congratulations. Yeah, that's great. It's a good group of stuff. It's like I was just not into wanting to try to fix them, and I said maybe somebody can use them for crafts. So great. I'm glad you love it. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to show is an alpaca piece, which is a little swan. I'm going to start him at 8. This is the size. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and start that auction on him for 8. And then here's the back. That's where it's signed. There we go. 4 seconds. Okay, thank you for looking at that one. Okay, I have another great piece. This could be for a kid or somebody who played Angry Birds. This is a really cute necklace. Who doesn't want a crusted rhinestone Angry Bird to wear? The chain is nice with this clasp. And I'm going to go ahead and start that auction at 10. And then here's the back. There we go. All right, 4 seconds. Okay, thank you for looking at that one. Next up, I have, this is a trotting medallion that they usually put for ornamental or like maybe like a parade. They attach this on the horse's reins or their collar. It's made of brass. It has a rooster to go with the bird theme. Here's the back. And I'm going to start that auction at 10. You can hang it like on the wall as a wall decoration if somebody has like a bird theme in a room. Put it on a door. You don't have to just use it on a horse. Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, thank you so much for looking. Okay, the next one, we have this sparrow necklace. Okay, and here we go. I'm moving that one to stage. Okay, $10 for this sparrow necklace. He's linked together as a big bib statement type of necklace. Here's the chain, lobster clasp. This is the back. Okay, great. Thank you for looking at that one. All right. I have this vintage white enamel flower clover brooch. I know there's been a lot of flowers that have been shown and people are looking at it, but this one is really different. It has all the cutouts in it like this, like little flowers, and then it's also like a 4-leaf clover. Then here's the back. It's not signed. There's a little spot right there where that enamel is missing. It's got the V part with the rivet in the back. The pin works great. And I'm going to start that auction at 10. Oh, your girl will be wearing the craft lot first. Well, good. That's a good way for your daughter to try out jewelry, and you don't have to worry about having something really expensive. My daughter would always take my jewelry and lose it. So, okay, 3 seconds. All right. Thank you so much for looking at that one. Next, I have these cute little earrings. Right here. I'm going to run these for 5. Yeah, they are really pretty. Here they are without them shaking so much. They look really like an antique effect. So I'm going to go ahead and start those for 5. Yes, they're metal. They are metal. Here's the back. Okay. Thank you for your bid. And they are really, a nice size. Okay, thank you so much, Curry. This is coming to you. Okay, and the next thing that I have these coasters. Halloween's coming up. I thought this kind of goes really nicely with with our jewelry or group. They're bedazzled. This one is a crow. Here is a witch. There's another witch. Here's a cat. We have this one. I was trying to figure out exactly what that one was. I think it's a bat or a big tree, a scary tree. Oh yeah, you love birds. That's good. Birds, yeah. I just keep on getting the birds. Here's a cauldron. So I'm going to go ahead and run that one. So you have all of these coasters. There's 8 of them, and it comes with a little stand, and the back is cork. So we're going to go ahead and run that one for 8. Start the auction. Oh, thank you for your bid, Curry. Here you go. Here's this one, and the cat, and this one. Okay, great. That one's coming to you. You are going to be set for Halloween. You're going to have the best coasters. Okay, so I guess we have 4 more minutes. I do have some little tropical birds that I want to show you. You get both of these earring sets, and it's going to be for 5. So you have these little toucans, and then this bird, and then here's his mate. So I'm going to go ahead and run that. You get both sets for 5. Or start that auction. And this is the back. And I think they're made in Taiwan. Yes, made in Taiwan. Okay, 14 seconds. Here we go. Okay, thank you for looking at those. All right, and now I'm going to show you one last thing here. This is a scarf and also a pin. And this is made of metal. And I'm going to start that auction at 5. So I think you probably could put, like, even have your scarf pinned to it. So then it's nice because then it's not falling off of your scarf because it's also attached and pinned. Okay. Thank everyone so much for looking at all of these things and also my collection. I'm glad you're able to, like I said, spend a little time for your Labor Day with you. I mean, with me. Sorry. And I think it was Lasanja Couture's up next. Everybody live, life to the fullest. Life's too short. Um, Live every day just wonderfully. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for looking. I really like talking about neat things that I find. I have a few other things I didn't have time to show. Maybe at another show, I'll pull those out because they were really neat too. But everybody have a wonderful night, and I am getting ready to send you over. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.